Hey everybody, and welcome back to Crypto Kings. My name is Matt and it's a pleasure to have you guys back on the channel today, and it's time to talk a little bit about what I believe will be one of the best periods of time for Shiba Inu here in the near future, and this is going to relate to a few things in today's video. So if you guys are new, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. Let's get right into it. So the first thing I wanted to cover is the fact that right now, according to investing.com, out of the most active cryptocurrency pairs, the most active one right now is the SHIB USD pair, and you guys can see this here being talked about mostly on Huobi as the exchange. But this is just absolutely crazy, considering there are a lot of other pairs which are of course in competition with SHIB here. Of course, VeChain, very popular one, good old XRP, Cardano, Doge, and Doge USD, and right now the most active pair is Shiba Inu and USD, which is fantastic. I definitely really don't think this happens all that often. You guys can see here SHIB and EUR as well, with the euro, of course, is on this list as well. So it actually appears twice, which is cool. So that was something that the SHIB Informer talked about, which I wanted to get out of the way because it does show that there is a lot of activity going on here. But the real thing that I wanted to sort of preface for the future here is the rate of growth we've seen for SHIB here over the past day. Now, of course, it being at 7.1 is not a great number by any means, but in comparison to the rest of the crypto market, I would say it's not all that bad. Right now, Ethereum, of course, really just absolutely tanking here at 1750, which is horrific. If we look at the price right now of Bitcoin as well, barely holding above that 30K support line. At least we believe 30K is the support. It's a little hard to tell. At one point here, it did dip on the 22nd. It dipped all the way down to around 28, and you guys see that right there. So that was on the 22nd. So very quick ascend. After that, you guys can see it ascends quickly, sort of covering lost ground back to 32. So it looks like 30K is going to be the support at the moment, but again, it's treading dangerously close to it, so we really don't know. Now, why is this all important? Well, what that means essentially is that Shiba Inu right now, being in a green phase, still growing even with Ethereum and Bitcoin doing those things, means that's a lot of room to grow for the future. Now, remember, Elon Musk sent out this tweet yesterday saying, "My Shiba Inu will be named Flocky." Now, at first thought, he's always associated with Doge. He is unanimously associated with Dogecoin, and when you go here to CoinMarketCap and take a look at what happened to Doge, you guys could see, yeah, it's doing okay, but his tweet didn't do any miracles for Dogecoin. It did not. If you guys look at the 7-day graph, nothing special. There's really nothing special that goes on here that makes you lead to believe that Elon Musk managed to, send this over the hill. I mean, the highest it got to was 28, which was good, but nothing really exceptional. And again, it kind of goes right back down after that. SHIB, on the other hand, when we take a look at the 7-day graph here for SHIB, it's a little bit more consistent. It's a little bit more steady, and you guys can see when Elon sends out his message, boom, a much sharper increase. And actually, when we look here on TradingView, you guys can see a little bit more specifically at that Elon tweet, sending all the way up to 8.5, which is ridiculous. Doge didn't get anywhere near that level of increase. Now, of course, the word Shiba Inu was used in his tweet, so it is led to believe that, SHIB would have the biggest impact. But that makes me question, does Elon own SHIB? Does he own Shiba Inu? Because tweeting this out, he had to have known that there was some chance that it would affect SHIB more than it would affect Doge. And the idea here, of course, is he has probably millions, billions of dollars worth of Dogecoin. Why would he pump a coin that he doesn't have? Now, we've heard him talk about some other coins. One is a little inappropriate to name on the channel here, but you guys know the coin I'm talking about, the Rocket coin. He also mentioned a few weeks ago back, and that one, of course, rocketed during that time as well. So the question is, does he own any SHIB? Does he know that this is a coin that he will continuously pump in the future? Now, if I were to take a guess, I would say he absolutely owns some SHIB because, again, why would you send out a tweet like this that is not specifically targeted towards Doge? Why not just say, my Doge will be named Flocky or, something with Doge in it? I don't know. I would think he'd be a little bit more particular if he was trying to pump Dogecoin by mentioning Doge in his tweet. I would think he'd be a little bit more particular about that. And because he wasn't, because he was more vague and actually ended up pumping another coin, Shiba Inu, of course, having a much sharper impact from Elon's tweet, which you guys can see right here. By Shib having a sharper impact, the question is, does he own any, and will he continue to do this in the future? Because if he continues to do this, if he continues to pump up Shiba Inu here for the future, man, I mean, this could be absolutely groundbreaking. Remember, man, this is the richest dude in the world who has the biggest influence over cryptocurrency over any human being alive. And if for some reason Shiba Inu has entered his list, his realm of interest, then I would say he definitely will continue to do this at some point in the future. Remember, he wanted to pump the Rocket coin as well. He wanted to pump a lot of other coins in the past as well. Not just Dogecoin. It is guessed by some that in certain instances when his tweets have instigated a drop in Bitcoin's price, that he has wanted to subsequently buy Bitcoin at the low. Now, of course, I have no idea if that's true or not. I have no idea if that's something he's done, but if that is the case, then he may also be interested in perhaps reacquiring more Bitcoin or Ethereum or something that is similar in those lines to Bitcoin. Now, if you look at the current price of SHIB, of course, I always talk about this at the end of my videos. You guys could see, it looks like its lows are, sort of creeping their way up, which is good. Again, I hope that it is able to stay above this 7 line. That's really what I'm looking at here. Is again, human beings love zeros. We talked about this, man, that, they love zeros. They love nice, clean numbers and increments. And it's funny because you'll notice here that over the past, 48 hours or so, it has been basically this 7, right? Straight on 7, straight on the dot, has been that support line. Every time it dips a little lower, it rises back up again. It dips a little lower, rises up, dips lower, rises up. So every time it challenges this 7 support line, it manages to stay there. And thankfully, we saw some growth here on the 24th, which was able to, sort of get us over it for the time being. Then we see a little dip, and then boom, Elon tweet. And it appears that this Elon tweet has managed to keep it above this support line. And that's kind of the benefit of his tweets. A lot of his tweets don't necessarily permanently rocket a crypto. A crypto doesn't permanently go up, of course, when he tweets about it, but sometimes they'll establish new lines of support. And even if we look at a smaller level here, if we look at the same thing with Doge in comparison with USD, you guys could see roughly when Elon tweets about it, and you guys can see on the 25th here. So you guys see a little bit of growth here, nothing super special, but you guys see, I think this is the period it's talking about. I don't know why there's no line here, but you guys could see here on the 25th, here's his period of growth, and the idea is that, okay, there's a new line of support that's been established because you have this little run here, which really had no predictable ending. Then, boom, Elon tweet, sends it up a couple cents, and it looks like it has reestablished support somewhat at around the 23.8 line here. This is roughly what I would guess. If you want to be a little bit more conservative with our estimate, we could go down a tiny bit and say, okay, new line of support right here around 23. So that's the goal. Similar to what happened with Shiba Inu, instead of that line of support being somewhere around 21-ish, it's a little hard to tell, but instead of that line being around 21, that new support line has evolved to 23, and that's kind of the impact, at least the short term to medium term impact of his tweets. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Let me know down below in the comments how much SHIB you guys are holding on to. As always, thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt. See you guys on the next one. Peace.